Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back. This is a miracle working Monday morning. Welcome back to another segment of Hit and Chit and Chatting with me, your host, Jewel Wilson Murphy. We're so glad that you are here. I'm going to stand up. I know I'm probably making him crazy, but I'm standing up. So anyway, we're here once again with me, your host, Jewel Wilson Murphy, and we know it's really, really early, and I'm so grateful. I'm really grateful that you are here. And the reason I'm glad that you're here, because this is the opportunity for us to chit and chat. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? I know I asked that last week, and I got some phone calls of people said yes, but I don't think anybody wrote down below or contacted All Photos Considered to say that's me. Have you considered opening and starting your own podcast? Well, y'all know I told you before, I told you last week what my story was. I thought about it, wouldn't have ever executed that thought. However, All Photos Considered tapped me on the shoulder, and now we are here on segment 48. I am here because of All Photos Considered. And then we know that we are here 1 year later, and we're still talking to you. We're still chitting and chatting about these things, our hurts, hang-ups, and habits. So for the ones of you who have said, yes, that's me, I want to start my own podcast. Again, all you need to do is tap All Photos Considered on the shoulder figuratively by saying below, commenting below, hey, yes, that's me, and All Photos Considered will proverbially tap you back on the shoulder and say, I'm here, we can help you. Remember, it takes a whole village, and we are part of that village that supports you, and we'll get you started. Y'all remember, so this is the funny thing. Last week I said All Photos Considered will give you 2 free recordings, and my grandchildren say, dear, that's 3, so it's 2. See, I got to put that finger down. So All Photos Considered, I don't know who saw that beside those 2, but All Photos Considered will give you your first 2 episodes recorded for free. Yep, recorded for free, produced, edited, and uploaded, all for free. Y'all know free is for me, and I'm sure free is for most of us. Just drop again a comment below saying, I want to start my podcast. And so again, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Every single day we are facing an outrage of choices, an entourage of choices. We make choices about what we wear to work, what we wear to play in, what we wear to school. And before I go any further, I just want to say, Alexandra, this segment is for you. You asked us to talk about choices, and here we are. We make choices of what we will eat. Y'all know I choose crabs probably 5 days out of 7 per week. That's my thing. We make choices about our boo thing. We make choices about our appointments, whether or not we're going to schedule them, and whether or not once we schedule them, are we going to go to them. We make choices about what meeting we want to go to, what meeting we want to attend. We choose our mode of transportation. Do I catch a bus? Do I ask a friend? Do I ask a family member? Do I catch an Uber? Yeah, I'm still waiting to do that. That hasn't happened in my life yet. So we make choices about what religion we will participate in, where our children will attend school, the form of discipline we will administer to our children, to our grandchildren. Choices, choices, so many choices. What choices have you made since you got up this morning, in addition to turning in or tuning in to me, Jewel Wilson Murphy, with All Photos Considered in this week's segment? So we thank you. We thank you for making that early morning choice, that 7 a.m. choice. And even for you who will come back and watch this segment, we thank you as well. So do you think making good choices lead to a peaceful, satisfying life? You all can comment down below, because that is a question, and I want to see your comments. And if I can answer them while we're talking, then we'll do that. Would you agree that our choices lead us? Is it safe to say that good choices lead us to the peace that we all desire, the peace that we all deserve? Is it also safe to say that bad choices lead us to unrest and trials that we often regret? We took those choices or those trails? For every choice we make, there is a consequence. Good choice, good consequence. Bad choice, bad consequence. Remember last week we talked about our children returning to school and the stresses we face? I'm so grateful for my grandson's former teacher. She had a plethora of information in the comment section last week. As sitting in the seat of a teacher for 10 years, we thank God for the teachers that are teaching our children. And so since last week's episode, since last week's segment, what are some of the choices that you've made regarding your children? What choices have you made regarding their school year? What were some of the pros and cons that guided your decision? Some of the choices that you made from last week to this week, was it choices you made because of the segment and the things that we discussed in the segment that helped you do some things maybe differently with your children after they get home from school? Or maybe it was some of the comments that you saw in the segment that helped you, that guide you to the decisions that you make. Again, what were the pros and the cons? Remember we chit-chatted, so what do you say? We're chit-chatting. What do you say? You're trying to eat healthy? Do you take that extra serving of dessert? Just asking. You are really trying to promote self-care and get more rest? That's me. Do you stay in bed for that extra half hour, or do you go late to your appointment? That may also be me. Just saying. You've met a really nice guy or a really nice gal, but they never take you out on a date. You're not allowed to come to their house and are allowed to only call before 8 p.m. Do you continue in that relationship? Well, guess what? Your choice. We're going to look for those comments below. You are married and communication between the two of you, between you and your spouse has been, I was going to say laxed, but I'm going to say non-existent. You guys don't talk. You're living like roommates. Do you allow that proverbial non-communication elephant to remain in the room? Some decisions can be a bit more difficult at the time, but will lead to better consequences. Remember, for every choice, there is a consequence. Every choice, there's an outcome. Let's consider making choices that go hand in hand with the goals we've set for ourselves, the goals we set for our lives. I want to be healthy. My dessert may become a fruit rather than the ice cream that I really want. I want to stay focused. I want to focus on self-care. I go to bed earlier and sleep a little later when I'm able, but I must be intentional because I got to take care of me. Although the boo and the booettes I met seemed really nice, it's too many questions, so I may just maybe be better off focusing on me and my goal to be in a healthy relationship. Remember, it's a boo and a booette. I think I made that up. My vows say it for rich or poor. I want a rich marriage, so let's remove the elephant in the room and have the hard conversation and seek help. Seek outside help. Y'all know we had a segment a while ago said help is on the way. Here at All Photos Considered, and with me, we can always link you with resources to help you be better, whether it's in your marriage, whether it's in your singleness, whether it's with your children. Our goal is to do what we said we want to do. It's a holistic approach, and what we want to do is help our families and our community be the very best that we can be. Choices. Making choice is an integral part of our daily living. Hey, guess what? Y'all remember every single day we are faced with countless choices. Some have minimal consequences. Some have minimal consequences, as I said. Some have major consequences. Our choices can be life-changing. These life-changing choices may be forever life-changing consequences or a right-now consequence. We must remember that we are a product of the choice we make. Each decision helps us to define, tongue twister, it helps us define who we are and how we're unique from one another. Y'all do know we are unique. Take charge of your decisions. Manage the big stuff. Don't get sidetracked by the small things. Y'all know, if y'all know Danny Carter says, don't major in the minor, don't major in the minor, focus on the monumental. What's important? Make decisions that are consistent with your core beliefs. Learn from your past. We all have hurts, hang-ups, and habits. We talk about that every single week. Know what you know and what you don't know. Our secrets, for real, y'all, for real, keep us sick. Shout what you don't know loud enough. the whispers won't hurt. I promise someone will help. So if you say out loud that I don't know how to do this, if you say out loud I need help, I promise you someone will help you. I just told you we're here to help you. Don't procrastinate. You will rarely have all the information that you need to make a perfect decision. So don't demand perfection. Don't demand perfection. We're not perfect. We know who is perfect. The philosopher Voltaire warned us, stating and letting us know that perfect is the enemy of good. That advice still holds true today. As Albert Camus once said, life is the sum of all your choices. I'm going to say that again. Life is the sum of all your choices. Are you happy with the path you're choosing for yourself? The choice is yours. If you're not happy, get happy. Let's do something different. Let's choose our projection. Let's choose our thinking. Let's change our thinking. You know what? We always say it. I just said it a moment ago. Our secrets keep us sick. So let's shout it loud enough. Senator Darrell Rousseau taught me that. Eleanor Roosevelt said, I am who I am today because of the choices I made yesterday. I am who I am today because of the choices I made yesterday. Will you all write below? Will you comment below? Will you talk to us about the choices that you make, how it impacts your life, how it impacts your life's journey? Will you please like, share, and comment? Will you share this segment with someone? Will you please set your timer to remember that we're here every Monday morning at 7 a.m. to chit and chat about those hurt, hang-ups, and habits that we don't want to talk about. Is choices a hurt, hang-up, or habit? I'm not going to even answer that. I'm going to look for your comments below because I think, well, I'm not going to say what I think because I said I wasn't going to answer that. I am Jewel Wilson Murphy. I am so grateful that you are here. Remember, I am here with all photos considered. If you have a photo need, mention my name, get 10% off. If you want to start your own podcast, remember the first two, not two, these two, not this two because that's three. The first two segments are free. Everything that you need to create that podcast is free. Y'all remember, free is for me. It's free for you. Don't forget, comment below. Let us know that you want to start your own podcast. Comment below. Let us know how this choice segment impacted your life, and also comment below if it's something that you want us to chit and chat about. Chit and chat about. This is live, so if I mess up, if I don't say it right, you guys get it all. It is what it is, but I'm so grateful that you all are here, and I'm so grateful that you don't mind talking to us at this time. Good morning, everyone.